YouTube, welcome back. Friday, school. It's been a long week. Wednesday, got the job done. Men's League playoffs, won, secured, huge. Feeling good about that. But we played 3 games. I'm cooked. Anything from my rib cage down is like still sore right now. But we're still getting after it. Didn't do a whole lot yesterday. Did some like light cardio, moved around a little, but in shambles as you might expect. Not the best feeling ever today, but we're still going to train. I did a little bit this morning with Joey. We got a little bit, definitely on the minimum effective volume side of training. But yeah, Friday, it's a rough one too. I also forgot my tripod, so look at this whack setup. World's most scuffed setup. I got the plyo boxes and this stuff stacked up to make it look good. So we're really in shambles right now, but we're still getting after it. We're still gonna get some productive work done here. We're gonna move the needle a little bit. I think pretty much exactly the same as last Friday, just because this sounds good again to do this. I'm gonna do a block clean, a couple sets of 2. A slightly different jump, deep tier. I'm gonna show you that in a second. I'm just gonna do a couple of those, probably just like 2 or 3 working sets there. I'm gonna do the same long lunge because I really like that, and I want to build that up over the next couple of weeks, a little bit of weight, and I'm gonna do that same split stance landmine RDL. Again, with more weight, because I freaking can whack some more on that and move that pretty good. But I'll probably be like 2 or 3 working sets for everything, and then just like go home and eat 200 carbs because I feel like that's what's needed today. But we'll get some weight moving. I won't chalk today up. I won't chalk today up as a failure until we actually get some stuff. But actually, all things considered, I just had a little bit of date right now, so I'm potassium and carbed up, and I'm feeling pretty solid. So we're gonna get some weight in the clean. Let's go. Block clean here, a double, same as last week. I think I got 205. I forget. I'll look, but I'll try to beat it. I don't know if that'll be on the table, but I'm gonna get a nice, just strain. Do a couple that are pretty decent, and I'll move on. Oh yeah, I got more than that. Now that soccer league is done, that may adjust, or that may affect training slightly. I don't know. We'll see, because I don't have to be ready for that game anymore. I'm about a month away from the outdoor men's league season. Oh yeah, I'm still playing men's league out here. No big deal. But that's like full field, 11-a-side soccer. So that'll be the training focus over the next little bit. Getting some a little more cardio going for that, kind of building up and actually training kind of like I'm like in season again, which I think is good for me. To practice and feel what the athletes feel when they're in season and training, and feeling an appropriate amount of volume. Maybe we'll see feeling what that feels like, and workload with all those things considered. Not saying that playing 2 games of men's league a week is exactly the same as like an actual competitive season and athletes and stuff, but it's at least better than nothing. But stoked for that. So I got a nice month of just none of that. So I might just do, I don't know, a little more like technique work. I might touch a ball a little bit here and there if I care to. But that gives me a little more energy, I think, to spread around in the training week. Get a little more stimulus in there. Ooh, lost balance hard on that one. Yucky. I'm like onto my tiptoes. I don't know if you saw that. My technique not the best. I'm not gonna lie. Oops. Even worse than that one. Oh, okay, well I actually only did, at least I wrote down that I only did 195 last week, so that might be partially why. That was so hard, because it was. But I feel like I could do that actually. I feel like my it was kind of sloppy technique wise. So I'm gonna give this a couple minutes. I'm gonna go again, see if I can do 2 clean ones, and if not, I'll just move on. And if it's not apparent, I'm not the best Olympic lifter on the planet. My technique is rudimentary enough where I can use them and get a stimulus out of them for training for sports, which I think is not that hard actually to get pretty just decent enough where you can do them and get a stimulus from them. I think it's a lot easier than a lot of people will say it is. That's like the biggest argument I think a lot of the time with like anti-holy people of like, oh, it takes so long for somebody to learn an Olympic lift and be able to use it. But it's like, if you got like, I'm not that good of an athlete, and I figured how to do these out like pretty quick just with like YouTube, but like decently well. And again, my technique is ugly, don't get me wrong. Like 185 moved pretty damn well though. I think like I'll call it, that's a good block lean. Like it just is. It's enough where that's good. And again, I probably should take pounds off, but whole different argument. If you have a good athlete, and you could probably just teach them to clean, and it's not that hard. Like, it might take a session or two, but it'll pay dividends. And this is a very unique stimulus that only Olympic lifting provides, I think, still to this day. Like, loaded jumps are fine. They're not exactly one-to-one the same thing. And I don't think it's that actually hard to teach, especially if you're a good athlete. So if me is not that good of an Olympic lifting athlete myself, or maybe I guess even coach because I don't know him that well, if I can get my like 7th and 8th grade dudes doing a clean pull and catching it pretty decent in 2 weeks, I don't know. I think most people could probably do it. If those guys can't even hinge that good, and they can figure out how to get a nice clean pull and catch with a pretty good front rack. So whatever, keep that in mind. Olympic lifts are good. But that's enough yapping. Let's send this here. I got it. I got to be a little smoother. And I chalked my hands. That's going to help. Oh, yeah. Way better. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, that's pissed out. And I got some deep tier jumps here in between. Last week I did the split stance ones, like landing that way. I'm going to do just straight, regular squatty jumps. And instead of just on the spot, I'm going to go for distance. So you'll watch me here as I just kind of jump away from the camera. But nice deep yielding position. Again, I got the med ball here so I can just like, I guess, hiccup. Oh my God, I feel like I have to hiccup. But add a little bit of resistance. These are really good. And just groove the knees up. Get some tolerance in those deep ranges as I jump crazily away from the camera. And yes, it looks kind of insane, but they butter the knees up really well. Since that was so good, I'm going to make a questionable decision and throw another 5 on there, because why not? You know what I mean? I feel like I just want to, but chalked, hands are good, thighs got a brush burn going, we're cleaning. Let's go. Nope. Oh, boy. All right, I got the yips. One more pull. If not, I'll move on. Too much thinking, not enough just gripping and ripping. Nope. That happens every time. Okay, we're done. Some long lunges now. Same as when I did these last week. I'm just going to get some 30-second nice holds on these good positions here. Oh, I'm going to get a little bit of weight on because I'm a little jacked. So I need a little bit more than the bar to make these effective. But oh man, as soon as I pick it up, hip flexors and adductors sore as hell. But yeah, I'm trying to get my knee or my hip below my knee, my front leg here. You can't really see great from this angle. I'll switch it in a second, but really active through my whole body, driving my big toe down on the ground, pulling, heel into the floor. Oh, creating tension. Man, big toe, super active for this. Not an expert in these by any means. It's not my bread and butter training wise. It's not my internal bias, but I found a lot of value doing these long lunges like this. So, and I don't know a ton about them, so I won't speak on them too heavily, but the way I really feel like they work is it makes me very aware of what my limiting factor is in a movement pattern when I'm doing it. So like that lunge there, legs are solid. The thing that's really fighting for its life is my big toe on my rear foot. Like so hard. It's crazy. Like the tension I feel through my big toe, through the bottom of my foot is kind of insane through that. So again, kind of plausible, maybe. I don't know if there's a study for that, but some intuition in your training is probably not a bad thing. And this side is way easier. It's kind of insane. Still that big toe though is real active on this one, even though that's my strong foot, but definitely worse on my weak side. Might be a sneaky good angle on top of these bumper plates over here. Yeah, my foot is cranking. Ooh, brutal. Ugh, that's enough of those. I'm just gonna do 2 sets, like I said. Some split stance landmine here. I gotta remember how I had this set off think it was, yeah, like that. Outside foot, inside hand. But this was good. I really like this. I got it like bumped into the platform over here so I can kind of lean into it, make this stable as hell. Ugh. And I got the strap wrapped and I'm holding it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna get some more weight on this than I did last time too, for sure. Oh yeah. And again, weight is mostly in front foot here. This is just kind of like touching to maintain balance, so it's a little more stable. But I definitely would consider this more of a single leg than a 2-leg exercise. And this is actually the perfect height where like the bumper sits right in the edge of this, so I can just load regular plates on after. This is kind of the optimal setup here without even trying to. Just kind of accidentally lined up perfectly, which is sweet. Oh yeah, light work for 5. I'll make another plate on there. Maybe it's because I'm just soft, but I do like to have kind of like a more full rest in between sides for this when I do these really heavy, you know what I mean? So I got like, I'm a minute or two removed from my left side. But there's enough, like this is unilateral, like one leg is the brunt of the load, but there's enough like lower back and I think some other stuff going on where it will affect it, make it feel worse. Good example, the split squats Monday when one side was feeling like, or last Monday, when one side was feeling way easier than the other one. Whatever, shit adds up. You could probably do it and just be fine, but I'm not in a hurry. I like to take it, give it a minute sometimes. I'm gonna go one more each side here, and I'll be done. Maybe I'll play around with switching my foot here. Let's see if this is possible. I feel like I'm like running out of room, if you know what I mean. Oh, is this harder? Oh, that might be better. Jeez. Okay, that might be better. I feel like I get more ROM like that with both the inside foot and inside hand. I was the opposite before. Oh yeah. Yeah, that might be the move from now on. Feels more strict, a little more difficult. All right, dopamine time. Block clean, check. Deep tier jump, check. Long lunge, RDL, check. Yeah, you know, for a scuffed Friday lift, we'll actually take it. Earlier too, I benched and did some rows, so I kind of did more volume than I usually do on a Friday. Which, all things considered, we'll take that very much as a win. That means the job is finished for the day, though. I'm gonna go home and eat a lot and recover, and hopefully sleep like 11 hours tonight. Tomorrow, maybe a little volume, dungeon volume, maybe a little bit of cardio, and Sunday we are back on the track with some more acceleration, which hopefully I will be much more recovered from than I am today. But thank you for watching today. I will see you in the next one.